You, as an individual, live in your home and city. Suppose you go to some other country for vacation and there you get into some trouble. So you contact your nation's embassy in that country, which rescues you from your situation. At least they send you back to your home and country. But what if you get into some trouble and you have no embassy to go to because you have no nationality which you can call as yours? The land you are standing now wants you to get out, but there is no out because you cross a border of one country, you enter in some other country, and as you have no nationality or passport and visa, nobody wants you to take in, and the only way out is the vast water of a sea. This is what Rohingya Crisis is. But how exactly it evolved and how it's affecting many countries, let's find out. Hi friends, you're watching Mindscape and let's begin. The Rohingya people are a Muslim minority group residing in Rakhine State, formerly known as Arakan. And as I said before, Rohingya people are considered stateless entities as the Myanmar government has been refusing to recognize them as one of the ethnic groups of the country. It all began in British era. The British colonized Myanmar for more than 100 years, from 1824 to 1948 to be specific, and around that time migration of laborers from Myanmar to India and Bangladesh was significant. This kind of migration was considered as an internal movement because the British administered Myanmar as a province of India. At that time, Bangladesh and Pakistan were part of India too, although the native population viewed the migration of laborers negatively. However, after the independence of Myanmar in 1948, the government considered the migration as illegal and thus denied citizenship to the Rohingya population. The Union Citizenship Act was passed and Rohingyas were not included. In 1982, a new citizenship law was passed that also did not include Rohingya in the list of country's 135 ethnic groups. The law, however, established 3 levels of citizenship, and the basic level required naturalization. That is, the person required proof of having family living in Myanmar prior to 1948. The Rohingyas lacked such documents because they were also initially denied the citizenship. As a result, their basic rights were snatched from them. From 1970s, the troops started crackdown in Rohingya villages and thus performed crimes against humanity, forcing the Rohingya population to flee from Myanmar. The Buddhists in Myanmar started to see Rohingyas as illegal Bengali immigrants. Since then, the Muslim Rohingyas have been fleeing from Myanmar by the thousands. Tension between the Rohingya and other religious groups have exploded into conflict. The violence and turmoil began in 2012. The first incident was when a group of Rohingya men were accused of raping and killing a Buddhist woman. The Buddhist nationalists retaliated by killing and burning the Rohingya homes, and the Rohingyas have started to flee to other countries for safe haven. More than 140,000 of the estimated 1 million Rohingya have been forced to seek refuge in displacement camps. In late May 2015, about 3,000 Rohingya refugees traveling to other countries in Southeast Asia had been rescued from the sea, while several thousand more were believed to be trapped with a little food and water on the boats floating at the sea. And as large number of population started to move out of Myanmar, it started affecting other neighboring countries, as huge number of people started to enter into other countries illegally. In that, Bangladesh, there are 32,000 registered Rohingya refugees, but according to one report, in May 2015, another 200,000 unregistered Rohingya were living in Bangladesh. At first, Malaysia refused to provide any kind of refuge to the people reaching to its shore, but later agreed to provide temporary refuge to the Rohingyas. Like Malaysia, Indonesia agreed to provide temporary refuge to the Rohingya as well. Thailand said it would provide humanitarian assistance and would not turn away boats that wished to enter its waters. The Philippine government expressed their wish to provide shelter for up to 3,000 Rohingya people. India, on the other hand, refused to let the Rohingya refugees enter their country because they poses national security threats. However, it was found that around 40,000 Rohingya immigrants have taken shelter in Assam, West Bengal and Jammu and Kashmir. But why India refused to take Rohingyas in? That brings the other perspective to this whole Rohingya crisis. India is facing terrorist activities since long time and trying to alert other nations about terrorism through United Nations. Along with India, many other countries have faced terrorist activities, and it is very open thing that the most terrorist organizations are associated to a single religion. That doesn't mean the religion is wrong, but as we know, the terrorist organizations and militant groups use the religion to sympathize and attract new activists from their own religion. So people with this particular religion becomes the potential threat. This should be the obvious perspective from any government, and that's why India is refusing to take them in, as they have already facing situation due to religious conflicts. So India is right at their position. And this is just not about Rohingya people. By using Rohingya people as a shield, a lot of Bangladeshi people are entering other nations. According to Australia Foreign Ministry, only 30 to 40% refugee trying to enter Indonesia are actual Rohingya, and almost 70% are illegal Bangladeshi laborers. In May 2015, the Myanmar Navy rescued 208 migrants at sea, and upon inspection, they found those people are from Bangladesh. So it is very easy to Bangladeshi or any other nationality people to use name of Rohingyas to enter illegally to any other country. Simply because Rohingyas have no passports, as Myanmar never considered them as their citizens, and that's the threat to any nation. And with such perspective, it is nice to care and worry for homeless people, but if you start taking them into your own house, they will some or other way will start to affect your family, and still you don't know if they poses any threat to you and your family. So altogether, it is very sad that Rohingya people are facing such a crisis, and Myanmar should keep this matter between their borders. By just throwing these people out, Myanmar exposing entire world to the risk in many ways which we don't even consider before blaming our own government and nation. That's it about Rohingya crisis. If you haven't seen our similar video on conflict between USA and North Korea, do watch by clicking on the link in the top right corner, or you can find it in the description below. Hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.